what do I plan on doing with the money and my future plans? Well, with the $10,000, there's 3 certifications first that I want to get. Body pump. I love Les Mills. He is brilliant, and I love the fact that their workouts are 2 counts of music. I use music for so much. That is a huge part that I should actually probably put in this video, but I'll save that for a face-to-face to help you kind of see what I see with music and working out. It hasn't even come to where I think it's going to go. We've been doing, I have a DJ, we've been choreographing boot camps to music, which is really cool, and I do the same thing with my spin classes. If you ever come to one of them, you'll see exactly what I mean, and it keeps people very innervated. I can't stress enough, keeping this innervated will get anything out of somebody's body, and that's the visuals, the music, your senses, basically. Very, very important, and going back again, what's the most important word in the gym? Motivation. Now, I also want to get a P90X certification. That's popular, it's innovative, it's young, that's really cool. I actually had a proposal with the owner of GB3, George Brown, for his own kind of P90X local system for all his gyms, GBX. So that's still in the process, still being built, and I think that's pretty cool. And that's the ability to have the online with people face-to-face. Again, there's so much that goes into aerobics. I won't bore you with that. I would just let you come see it. But P90X is another certification I want because it gets that piece of paper that backs it up. The last cert that I would like to get is a safety cert, and that's through Kaiser for spin. And actually, their headquarters is right here in Fresno, and I just recently learned that. So that's one of them. I also want to get one. I have a lower back NCSF certification for CEU already, but I also want to get one that's knee. I have experience already in some orthopedic massage. These are like intensity seminars for 2-3 days. When I was in school, I was going to school for physical therapy first, and the program at Fresno State is so impacted, but I did get to finish all my observation hours with a really cool physical therapist, and he happened to take me to this. It's a really random thing that I got to experience and learn about, but if you've seen on my Instagram how I can do orthopedic massages, and that's huge for people like me at our level of activity. Something I really do is I always tell them, don't hesitate to ask. Call me if you are having some shoulder, some delt, some trap pain, even lat pain. It's everywhere. It's the least that I can do for me and my network. I don't even charge for it. I know what it's like being at that level of activity and not having the budget or the time. And what if you need a day off and you have to work out the next day? There's just so many little things that it does help, and I've truly seen a difference in our network, our activity, and if it just helps one of us win, it was worth it, I love seeing my friends win. I love seeing my friends get out of, tough situations, because I've all seen them grind. We've all grinded. I may look really nice and put together right now, but long story short, I came from nothing. I grew up with absolutely nothing. All this that you see around you, that you see on my Instagram that I put on all there, I've ground that not out of money, but out of people. I am a networker. I put people together, and which I'll go into as another future plan of mine. But networking is huge because our generation is innovative. We don't have a lot of money, and we make it happen. That's what's kind of cool about this whole $10,000 competition is that $10,000 to me is going to be like $20,000 to someone else. I'm going to be able to budget that so well. Going into future plans, 1,000 of it or 2,000, depending on how much I need for the publicity, I'm going to donate to the ABC 30 here in Fresno, their food program they're running right now. And the reason is, don't get me wrong, I love to do nice stuff. I love to help people. I hope you guys already see that. But I also want the publicity of it, and that's going to spike everything up. And once I get the FaceTime, I already have an opportunity with Fresno Magazine, and I'm trying to push it as far as possible. They wanted to do it before this. I don't even know if I'm in the running or anything for this, but if I do get this, it's going to be a giant part of it. I'm going to be on the cover. I'm going to get the news set up with it, and I know this sounds kind of weird, but it's not going to make me a cocky person. I'm a very modest person. I'm doing it because I'm smart, and I know that I can market myself. The owner of GB3 himself calls me a rock star, which anyone could take wrong, but I know how to use it. Young boys and girls bring the gym. That's what's there now. That's who's working out. That's who is going to stay on the pulse of fitness. So you need someone like me. I'm straight, which makes a huge difference too. And I know that may be irrelevant to you, but it adds so much to the sex appeal. So that accounts for about $15 to $2,000 of it plus the food money, $2,000. So we're looking at $4,000 for those certs and for the donations right now. You have travel costs. I can go anywhere for about $200. I've been doing this for a long time, again, off of no money, and I already have a handful of certs behind me that I've done it with whatever money I've made. Next, our event company. Now, I hope you've seen on Instagram we're doing public boot camps. My goal is to not only not charge for those, we're doing it on a golf course next, and I'm inviting every business that I possibly can. I want the farmers market at that, so people attending that will see the exercise and get the visual of it. That's motivating, and it's also great advertisement. It's you're harnessing human innovation, and the DJ. I already kind of explained to you the setup about that. I really want to buy a nice PA. I don't want to rent one. I want my own PA system. I'm not going to be stupid and buy one that's too loud that we don't need. But I want a nice PA system for this event so that we can use that. Because that's, for me, that's motivating. Having a DJ there, and he's my best friend, pumps me up. I know how he mixes. It's my style of music. I have people that are 55, 60 years old coming up to him telling him he did a great job because he's playing some EDM for me, and then all of a sudden goes into jump around, jump, jump. It's so cool. And there's so many things you can do if you listen to the song and you really know it, and you can do the BPM. That's going to range about $5,000–6,000. I can finance it too, because I have a job. If you put the down payment down on anything, it's not hard to make the payments. And I'm just going to have a nice cushion because I'm doing a lot right now. Not all of it's making money at first. You guys know that. You don't expect to make a ton of money at first. And again, I don't do this for the money. It's just something I'm trying to do and hit from every angle so we can build a fitness entity. When we put these events on, I'm still waiting, for this to pass, and I want a clothing company to sponsor me too. I'm actually making an introduction video in here for Nike. And actually Adidas, but I don't think I'm going to send it to Adidas. I'm only going to do that so Nike sees that I can look good in Adidas as well. I'm going to film my introduction video in a different Nike outfit every sentence. I'm also going to work out while I do this. I'm going to show you guys right now that I'm not just a talker. I really am in great shape. And the cool thing about where I am right now is I really do feel I'm in great shape. I do this 4 to 6 times a day. You can't catch up to me. If I don't stop moving, there's nobody that can catch me, and there's not that many people that can do this for a full-time job. They know how to take care of their body, that know not to eat dairy, gluten, or sugar so you don't get inflammation, and you can do this every day without getting super sore. And, to someone else, that seems terrible. To me, this is fun. I love it. It's super fun. It's the only thing I can channel all this crazy energy into and, still have a normal job. So I'm going to move to the next round right now, all right? Running through a basic aerobics routine. This isn't anything that you'd ever see at the gym or online, but this is just me kind of running through everything and giving you a broad spectrum of what we do. Pulse is probably #1 workout you're going to see on my leg days. Great for people with bad knees. Pulls your kneecaps tighter, straightens them out, and you also get butt and inner thighs a little more because you asked for it, correct? So I like to do holds with these. You can do some cardio in and out with these. Great warm-up. And again, we're not even using weight yet. Jumping jacks are a great warm-up, full body. You guys know about 10 minutes takes your body to warm up. So you might as well just keep moving. One thing I always tell people too is that your diaphragm does all kinds of crazy stuff when you're warming up, when your adrenaline's hitting. So just push through it, and eventually you'll get that second win. Warming up is very important to me. Next, we'll hit the spin bike. And again, I'm just giving you a little broad spectrum of what we do. So first things first on the spin bike, feet. They need to be tight. Seat needs to be back. Everything needs to be tight. Because you guys, spin is very rhythmic. It's very you get in the zone, and that's one thing that's good for me. It puts you in the zone, and you have to keep doing it to stay in that zone. So I always start my warm-ups with a climb. We keep our knees behind our toes, we keep our butt back, we keep our elbows tight, nice forward lean, abs are tight, and again, you use that butt so much in spin. That's why it's so good. You're always going to see spin. It's always going to be in the gym. Now, I wish that I had some music to do this with. I'm trying so hard to be a videographer, but I can only do so much. And again, I want you guys to see that talking during this all and keeping a straight face and not breathing hard takes a lot, especially when you film. I always come in here and warm up for about 20 minutes before I film because your body will get a start sweat. It sweats always, no matter what. Doesn't matter how good a shape you're in. So you get that out of your system, it makes you look like you're in a little bit better of a shape. Everyone's in shape though, right? Good. So I just want you guys to see, we'll amp this all the way up. All the way up, good. I usually do spin routines with the spin bike all the way up. And again, come see it, you'll see what I'm talking about. 850 calories an hour one of these. So please, please, please just notice the talking, the breathing, good form, eye contact, and that's just one. So let's move on to some kettlebell because I think that's what's probably the most popularity. Alright, so it's a 30 pounder. I usually use a 30 when I teach. Most people use anywhere from 10 to 30. This is probably my favorite workout right here because we get everything. Butt, chest, everything. Good. Now I also like these for the butt. Very popular for girls. Good. And of course, you have your swings. So hips back, all in that thrust. So there's a ton of stuff we can do with these kettlebells. Those are some nice lower body exercises that we can do. Push-ups very important to me. I love doing holds too. You can also stop, do some obliques. Again, I sit at home and practice this stuff just so that I can rack out a lot of these. And I'm starting to sweat a little bit, but I can basically hold my breath after this. So it's pretty cool. Not something everybody can do, and it really takes a lot of practice. So